A high-profile celebrity divorce that involves an international custody battle? That could be a movie. I'm Julia Yorks, I'm a professional screenwriter, and so much of my job is finding a nugget of an idea and figuring out a way to turn that into a fully fleshed out story. So in this series, I'm taking inspiration from the biggest headlines and trying to turn them into a TV show or movie. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Now, divorce is always tragic, particularly when there are kids involved, so this video is in no way to make light of their situation. But as a creative, you find inspiration from a variety of sources. Even Taylor Swift, who is somehow involved in this whole situation, finds inspo from her friends' love lives. So instead of framing this as Sophie versus Joe, I want to think of this as a very public celebrity divorce with an international custody element. That is my inspiration for these ideas. So in thinking of this concept of a high-profile celebrity divorce, I came up with 3 ideas of how you could write this as a movie. So the first idea would be a very straightforward, dramatic drama in the vein of Kramer versus Kramer or A Marriage Story. Just a dissolution of marriage, a very relatable story, a look at kind of the legal logistics and the emotional turmoil that come with it. And in this version, the stakes are raised not only because of the celebrity of the couple, but also because of this international custody element. And I think the key with any demise of a relationship movie is that it's bookended in some way by glimmers of the love the couple once shared, even if that's via the love of their children. It helps to put a more hopeful spin on an otherwise pretty depressing drama. Now, the second way I think you could take this idea is a little bit more fun. It is in the vein of a Nora Ephron old school romantic comedy. And here's how you would do that. It's very much reminiscent of Notting Hill with this kind of US-UK celebrity fish out of water type relationship. So I think that the premise would be our leading lady, who is in the midst of a very messy celebrity divorce and subsequent international custody battle, ends up finding the love of her life. The female character would be from the US, the husband would be from the UK, and they would be dealing with this international custody situation set in the UK because that just feels so much more fun and glamorous. And the point would be that in the midst of this very tumultuous moment of her life, Mr. Right comes along. So it's right person, wrong time, big comedy, high stakes. I just feel like it would be a very sweet, heartfelt movie. So my final idea on how to turn this into a movie is actually inspired from one of the details of the Sophie and Joe story. It came out that apparently the end of their relationship occurred because Joe overheard something that Sophie said on their Ring camera, which is actually kind of crazy. I've had friends who have broken up because of things that they've seen and heard on Ring cameras. I feel like Ring definitely needs to do some sort of commercial campaign surrounding this idea, but I think there is a very interesting kind of small, quirky, indie dramedy that you could play here, where you have a celebrity couple who's having a lot of issues in their marriage, and one overhears the other saying something negative about them, and how that plays out on a bit of a smaller scale. It made me think of the recent Julia Louis-Dreyfus movie called You Hurt My Feelings, in which she's a novelist who overhears her husband basically saying that he didn't like her latest book and dealing with those ramifications. I think that there's a really fun, weird, unique, fresh take on marriage that's encapsulated in this concept that could be an indie darling. So these are just a few ideas of how I would take a big pop culture news story and fit it into a movie idea. In all of these ideas, I really see in my mind Anne Hathaway and Oscar Isaac as this couple. But what do you think? Do you like these ideas? And which one was your favorite? If you have your own suggestion for ideas that I should try to turn into a movie or TV show, let me know in the comments. And again, be sure to like and subscribe for more.